Hello, fellow traders. It's Sunday. Friday was an interesting day on the market. We started off lower, reversed, actually made it through our pivot point, but the volume was light. Usually after a run like that, we get a little correction, which if you're looking kind of at the cup and handle scenario, was definitely a failed handle, but some could have pushed that it was a handle. It didn't slope down gradually, didn't retract 50% of the cup, and on top of it, when we came back up through the pivot point on our reversal off our opening lower on Friday, the volume just wasn't there. And as far as my trades, I started another position on Friday. I just couldn't resist. I hope it doesn't bite me, but I'm going to convict on this one. I picked up a little FAZ at 16 near the close. I'm going to add it 12 tomorrow. If we get a gap down with the gap up in the market, I will add it 10, and then I will double down completely at 8. If 12's all I get, I'm looking for 20. If it goes to 10, I'm looking for 16. If it goes to 8, I'm still looking for 16. That's my trading plan until this market corrects down to the 790, 750 level. Just like when we were falling down to 666, you know, everybody was calling for 400, 500 on the S&P. We were buying. It felt weird being a little ahead of the curve. That's kind of what I'm trying to do now. You can't always pick the exact bottom. You can't always pick the exact top. The reason why you never want to wait till the bottom to pick up your longs is because unless you know the future, you never pick up your full position. So you never ever get your full position when the rally really kicks in. Same thing on the short side. I kind of like this FAZ buying these short ETFs because, like short and Dollar Tree, if something happened that, you know, was under the radar, like by being picked up by Walmart or something for $60 a share, I'm done on that. You know, with buying these short ETFs, you can hold them. You know, if they float this thing up all the way till May, where, you know, S&P hits 925, 950, so be it. You know, we're ahead of the curve a little bit, but only by 75 points. You just rode the thing up from 666. More than likely, you'll have more of your position before the reversal. The higher it goes, the harder the reversal. You know, it would definitely have to keep floating up. Right now, it's more looking like topping happened to me. I'm going to grab the camera and go over and let you know why. When I was calling for the pullback on Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I wish it would have followed through because it would have been more of, okay, we're ready to continue our run to 950, 1,000, you know, 10,000 on the Dow. But because we reversed and floated up through the pivot point on light volume, I'm just not convinced. This is what I'm talking about here. You know, some people might be calling this a cup. It's a little deep V for a cup here. But we had our cup and we got our little handle. See, I would have liked to see the handle come off at more of an angle down to 800, not just bloop bloop. Okay, what we've done here pretty much is filled this gap is what I'm looking at. And the pivot point I'm talking about right here that we came through, okay, the volume was light, where if you had all the big boys watching this to ride this thing to 1,000, they would have started buying this hard. We'll see if they do it tomorrow. Okay, with the light week, shortened week, we could float all week. I've seen that happen. This could be the float up to 875, drive the shorts crazy. But there's that 875 area that I'm looking for, okay, which is off our November low and off our new base that we made. Alright, on our October low, this is what's really interesting here. Is I'm going to draw this line right here for you. See how we hit our low in October? We kind of found support until we just dipped under briefly. Okay. that's what we could actually break above tomorrow, and that could be our turnaround point right there, because that's pretty big. That's where we came down after our wham, 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 wham. We came down, found support. Look at that, off of there, wham. I mean, that was powerful. So this is another powerful resistance tomorrow. You know, it's really going to be interesting. Could it go to 875? Oh, yeah. You know, we're there. We're close. I called for it. It's really simple to see. Do I think we go above that? No. There's no conviction through this pivot point here. It's just not, you know, it's just not right. And as far as people thinking we need to test twice, 3 times, yeah, you can go with that. But what I've noticed too is when every bear market ends, if you look at the chart, this is 2 straight up. The straight up ones always correct. Those are the slammers. Wham! Wham! When it corrects, this is what you got to look for. The more gradual correction. Okay? I know I was calling for 1,000, 10,000 on the Dow. It still could happen, but I'm not a believer right now. We need our pullback to 790 or 750 to continue that. If we would have had it here, we could have done it. I would have been more convinced. I would have been adding at 750. So instead, I'm adding to my short, my FAZ, all the way to 900, 950. That's my plan. That's my trade over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I cleared my Dollar Tree short. I did a lot of trades on Friday, actually. I re-shorted Dollar Tree when they popped up, rode them back down 40 cents. Did a few others, just some little rips I did while I was sitting here, and then I couldn't resist FAS at the end of the day when it just plunged from 17 down to 16, and it reminds me of like FCX, SSO. It's falling too far too fast. The markets went up too far too fast. I'm just going to try to maximize this little reversal retest. Where it's going to retest to, we'll see. Right now at least 790. I'd like to see 750. And if it floats up this week, look for light volume. You'll know it's fake. Like I said, that pivot point was huge right there, and it couldn't get up past that base that I showed on the October. You know, I'm not too convinced right now, and I'm definitely going to be playing the short side until I see this thing pull back and find some support. Good luck.